Do you often push your feelings down, stay busy, tell yourself to get on with it? But instead of feeling better, your anxiety keeps building. Here's the truth: ignoring your emotions doesn't make them disappear. It stores them in your body and then they come back as anxiety. Hi, I'm Cheryl and I'm the owner of Your Time to Shine Therapy. I'm a therapist who works with people struggling with anxiety, emotional overwhelm, and stress that feels stuck in the body. So, if you've ever tried to push through your thoughts and your feelings, felt anxious for no clear reason, noticed tension, restlessness, and overwhelm building up, then you're not alone. In this video, I'm going to explain why ignoring your feelings increases anxiety and what happens in your nervous system, and how processing emotions safely leads to real relief. By the end, you'll understand why what you don't feel doesn't disappear. Most people don't ignore their emotions by accident. They learn to do it. So you might have been taught that you're not supposed to be sensitive. Don't be sensitive. That's not, no. That's not what you want to be. You've probably been told just to get on with it. You've also been told maybe, oh, it's no big deal. What are you making such a big fuss over? And over time, you adapt to these sentences and scenarios by suppressing your emotions and by staying busy to avoid the feeling. And the other thing that we do is we push through the discomfort. While this might help you function in the short term, it doesn't resolve the emotion. So, you might have a temporary relief from it, but it doesn't actually get rid of it. It just delays it. Emotions are not just thoughts, they are physical nervous system responses. So when you don't process them, your body still holds on to them. Like carrying around shopping bags with all your emotions and thoughts in. And what tends to happen is they show up as anxiety for no obvious reason. It just turns up like a relative that you don't want to come, or a bad penny, or a bad smell. You get a tightness in your chest, or this feeling in your tummy that you need to go to the toilet. You get restless and irritable, and you feel really overwhelmed by small things. Because that emotion didn't go away, it stayed within your nervous system. Over time, these unprocessed feelings build up like pressure. And you've probably heard me say quite a few times that we are like pressure cookers. And, that build up needs to be released. A lot of anxiety isn't just about, current situations. It can be your body reacting to something that happened years ago. So it could be an old stress that you never processed. It could be emotions that you didn't have space to feel at that time. It could be experiences you had to move past really, really quickly, so you didn't get time to process them. And instead of it being like a single moment of anxiety, it becomes something that is in the background, and it's a state of tension that's held in your body. That's why you'll hear people often say, I don't even know why I feel anxious. That is one of the first things that people come to me about, when we're talking, and they'll say, I don't even know why I feel anxious. Nothing's wrong with me, I just feel on edge. Because the reason why we feel like this is because we don't always know in that present time where this anxiety has come from. and it's what we've been holding on to over time. In therapy, we don't ignore these emotions. We create a space to safely process them. They have to be processed, and we find a nice, easy way of doing that. So this might include things like learning to notice emotions without you pushing them away. It could be that we do, understanding what each emotion is trying to communicate to us, because you will find 9 times out of 10 that emotion is trying to tell you something. We also look at allowing feelings to move through the body instead of staying stuck, so we get them to move all the way through. And we look at building nervous system safety so emotions feel manageable. As this happens, clients often notice that they have reduced anxiety and physical tension, they have less emotional overwhelm, and they have clearer thinking and decision making, so they feel better about, making decisions, and they have a sense of lightness within their body. And what they often come and say after a few sessions of therapy is, I didn't realise how much I was holding on until I let myself feel it and let it go. If this resonates, then I want you to try this today, okay? Instead of pushing your feelings away, pause and ask yourself this question. What am I actually feeling right now, and where do I feel it in my body? Because different emotions we feel in different places. There is no need for you to fix it today. I just want you to notice it, and I want you to notice where you hold on to it. If you want support working through anxiety and learning how to process safely, I work with clients on a one-to-one basis, and we'll look at your emotions. We look at reducing anxiety and overwhelm. We look at process stored emotions safely. We look at ways of calming the nervous system, and we look at ways to build emotional awareness and resilience. Subscribe for more videos on anxiety, emotions, and mental health strategies that actually work. And in the comments, let me know, do you tend to ignore the feelings or push through them? And what happens when you do this? I read every comment, and I will give you tips on how you can get past this and what to do with the feelings that you're feeling. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye for now.